At our last conference, the Adopt a River team appointed a youth ambassador. He's an environmental activist. He's also an artist, and some of his activism is reflected through his art. He is the co-founder of the NGO TROD, that is TROD, trying to reduce our deposits, an environmental conservation organization aimed at improving waste disposal. He's the former vice president of the UWI Biological Society. He has also engaged in reforestation projects, beach and waterfall cleanups, outreach projects at schools around the country, and a recycling campaign. At this time, we offer you a short video highlighting some of the works of our youth ambassador, Mr. Luke Pounder.
What is your name and how do you see yourself as an agent of change?
My name is Luke Pounder, and I am an artist and an environmental scientist. I am a student of life. I'm constantly learning and trying to spread my knowledge by making videos, teaching students, or hosting exhibitions. I want to inspire changes by leading from example, by taking up the task of warning the public of our current environmental crises through my art, poetry, or volunteerism.
What group or organizations, if any, do you belong to and what is the mission and objective?
When I was 19, I co-founded a non-profit organization called TROD 868, with the goal being to restore our destinations. Since then, we have cleaned over 400 bags of garbage throughout Trinidad. We release videos to showcase how our beautiful country is being tarnished by pollution. In my second year of UE, while pursuing my degree in environmental science, I was elected the Vice President of the UE Biological Society. Their goals were preservation, conservation, and education, seeking to empower change in students and the wider community. We did outreach projects, awareness campaigns, cleanups, reforestation, tour guides, and many more. And I even designed a mural in UE that lives outside the Faculty of Science and Technology. I've been appointed Trinidad's tree planting ambassador for the Caribbean Philanthropic Alliance's reforestation campaign, with their goals being to plant 1 million trees throughout the Caribbean. I have been involved in many projects to plant trees throughout Trinidad, mountains to mangroves, from forests to beaches, and even flying from hundreds of feet in the air.
What drove you or encouraged you to take action in trying to create a better environment?
Ever since I learned about how human activity impacts the environment, I dedicated my life to fighting the battle. Years of research from Fatima to UE to an exchange program in Canada, I've been learning about the reasons for the disasters and the solutions to the problems, how to mitigate them, adapt, become resilient. We are a small island developing state, a piece of land in the middle of a rising ocean. We need to change our ways to survive, and we need to act now.
Based on what you are doing, what impact do you hope to have or what do you foresee for the future?
Through my experiences, I've been able to go into the depth of our forest, to the tops of our mountains, and all I can say is, wow. Beauty beyond compare, but beauty surrounded by pollution, cut down and burned and hunted, neglected, disrespected, and infected by us. We are responsible and therefore liable to our failures. We need to undo what was done to renew our lands, to protect our species and respect our environment. Actions such as reforestation, cleanups, living sustainably, all have an extremely positive impact on our environment. We should ask ourselves, what can we do to fight against climate change? In the grand scheme of everything, our lives go by in the blink of an eye, but what can we do while we're here? How can we make a legacy for ourselves? Are we going to sit back and wait it out? Or are we going to fight? For one person, it may seem futile, but when we unite, we can move mountains. Look at all we've accomplished so far. But it means nothing if we can't survive our future. Because if we don't act now, there will be no future. We need to change our perspectives, to think sustainably, to act sustainably and to live sustainably. No longer can we invest in things that destroy. It is time to invest in ways to restore our wildlife, to preserve our ecosystems, and to adapt to a changing climate. Because climate change is upon us, and we need to be ready for it. Can we unite to fight the change? Well, it's up to us.
And thank you very much to Mr. Pounder for those highlights of his activities throughout the year. Co-founder of TROD 868, the Adopt a River Program Youth Ambassador.